everybody again. Doing this video a little bit earlier than usual. So there's still plenty of seagulls, cars, and everything else about. Just trying something a little different. This is the Rode mic, the condenser mic, and I've just put these acoustic tiles around it. So obviously they're literally just piled on top of each other. But I do want to try and make a small voice box. I know you can buy them, but I've already got the tiles. Something to absorb the sound directly by the mic. So if I'm up close, it sounds a lot less echoey, a lot more crisp, hopefully. But it kind of struggles to get the microphone. You can tell, talking now, the echo in the room with this microphone picks up compared to when you're actually in front of it. So it's something a little different. The other gentle noise in the background is actually the fan on the MacBook. Turned all the other computers off, but to use the interface, USB interface for this microphone, I have to use the MacBook, which is up there. So it's just trying it out, to be honest. My last video, obviously, I've had a lot going on still, but thankfully now I'm off 8 weeks of permanent nights with only kind of 1.5 days off in between, a set of 12 or 13-hour nights. So it's been a very long time just trying to get everything back on track and the normal routine back on track, and dealing with everything, all the personal sides I mentioned last time. Still, obviously, good news, the other family member is pulling through now. Touch wood, doing a hell of a lot better. All the other things have to be still sorted out with the other. But I can't remember if I said in my last one video that obviously the degree course to finish off as well, which is now done, and we just got the results back last week that me and my friend had passed successfully. Surprisingly, with all that was going on, it was a final dissertation I had to hand in, and it was, I don't know, there's just so much on my mind. I didn't know what to expect back, to be honest, but to pass, both passed, both can graduate now, so that was a huge weight off my shoulders, more than I actually realised, definitely more than I realised. I've had some other better, good bits of news as well, to go with finishing this long stretch of nights at work that we have to do every few years, and passing the degree. So what I actually did was get a new watch. If you've seen some of the videos, you must know that I do like my watches, and I did actually want this particular watch for a while. I should say. So, I've got to move on and think of the positive side of things. So I think I'm moving to be a little bit closer. So, as I said, I have to look at things in a positive way. You can't change things that have happened, you just have to try and deal with them as best you can. And try to do something good out of them. Whether it be to give you the motivation to do something, to complete something you've always wanted to. Or try and put things into perspective and make you think of what's important and what's not. Focus on that. It's certainly been a bit of everything for me, I think. I mean, I can only say it's a lot to happen at once, but now it's now I've finished certain things, it seems so much more rewarding to do that in the face of so many other things going on and so many other challenges. So I think, people focus sometimes too much, I know I have, on small problems or, kind of one problem that's going on. You could have a multitude of things going on. And I just think you can get distracted with them. You have one problem, you can make it into a bigger problem if you try hard enough, and I've certainly done that before. It's hard to even explain. I think if you get one problem, you end up focusing on that problem, making it a bigger problem, and then that can go into all sorts of other troubles. So if one thing I've found, it's you just need to do your best, and I think you start to realise a bit more that you can only do your best, and if you have, you seem to accept the outcome not a lot easier, a lot more at face value, and that's how it's been for me. It's get to the point when you think you only do what you can do, and then that's it. But then I'd be worried that I could do more and I'm just getting complacent, but it didn't seem that way for me. I did feel that way one or two times, but I felt that way with the dissertation of the course, but I know I still put in the effort, and thinking of it now, I know fine well I put in quite a few very long nights and hours and days to get that thing done. I know I could have done more, but I look at it now and I think I realise then if I did do more, it would have been a negative effect. You can only do so much, and if you start doing far too much, I think the quality, I suppose in my case, of work is going to be affected, definitely. It started to get that way, and I think I realised that, so I just, rather than try to push and do work for the sake of doing work, otherwise I felt like I was wasting my time, or not using my time properly. If you start to realise that what you're doing is just for the sake of doing it, I think it definitely affects your performance, or anything, depending on what you're doing. So I think you need to realise your own boundaries as well, and take time for yourself to relax and chill out and take a breath and almost step back things starting to pick up now, and there's a lot, that I've got to get on with. But they're all new starts, new beginnings, new opportunities, as I said. So they're all good things. And that's what you want. So I guess this has turned into a bit of how to try and be positive, and how to try and take problems in a perspective. So it's I just wanted to try everything out, because I've had a lot of the equipment has been moved, because I was trying to sort this room out and another room stripping down. So I've had everything in and out, and it's just been a bit hard moving everything around again. So I've moved everything in here. All the cables were tangled, as they always do, bird's nest going, and just making sure it all still works, to be honest. The MacBook sounds louder than it did last time though, and it was sat right there. I've put it up there now, so that's odd. But how ridiculous this setup is, I'll show. It's literally just putting everything and trying to make it as close as possible without any echo, and try to minimise sound. Right on cue. I have another dog at the moment, the family member that's still in hospital, from what I mentioned last time. His dog was obviously left, so I've taken the responsibility of taking that dog on with my own. Now luckily they've been okay. When you're with them, leave them alone for too long, start getting a bit too playful with each other, one annoys the other. So, they set each other off, one noise gets one going, they both go. But, she's been alright. So, I'm happy to take care of that. Had to reorganise a lot of things and make room, extra food. She seems to like to sleep behind my head on the settee, jumping on my side in bed. The other one gets a bit jealous, he forces his way in. It's interesting, but all part and parcel. So really, I need to try and wait, I think, till a bit later, till everything's a bit quieter and settled down. And I want to try this same setup, but I've got a powered extension for the USB to try and put the MacBook outside, make it a little bit more quieter, and try the other two Rode pencil mics that I used and get them in this kind of setup as well before I make something a bit more permanent. Or that's the plan. I think this would be good for more up close share this morning, and that was it. So I'm gonna go get something to eat because it's getting quite late now. But the sun will be going down any minute now, I guess. So I'm gonna try and get another audio-only video done with the other mics, most likely, and see how that sounds with this type of setup. I'm not actually sure what the other kind of sounds being picked up are, to be honest. This mic seems to pick up a heck of a lot background when you turn the sensitivity up, yet it still keeps it quite. The sensitivity doesn't seem to go up greatly when you're right in front of the microphone, but it picks up a lot more everywhere else. So I still need to fiddle with the settings and play about. But I hope the video goes up okay. I'm glad to get some back up after a lot of subscribers coming in while I've been away, busy, tied up. So hello to everyone new, hello to everyone that's still here, and thanks for sticking around for me, and I get a few more videos up and try and get a few more in each of the playlists, reading video and audible, and this again, I guess it's just a ramble again because it's just literally plugged everything in and see if everything still works. So I'll have to see what it sounds like. It's always a bit odd going from this microphone to the interface to the MacBook to Audacity to Cyberlink and then actually doing the video. So I'm gonna go get something to eat first, get a drink, and then edit the video and hopefully have it up very soon, and we'll go from there. At least if I know it works, I can attempt to make something a bit more permanent with these tiles and try that out. The idea was I was going to put them around the room to obviously take the echo away, but if I can make something like this, that's probably work better for being up close, and a bit of move it around then. Just need to sort the camera angle out, I think. Figure out somewhere a bit easier for the camera to go while I do this. So hope everybody's well. I've lost track of the days because I've been on permanent nights. It's Thursday. No, it's not. Is it? Now I'm lost. Or is it Wednesday today? Well, it's getting near the weekend anyway, the end of the week. So I hope everybody's not working too hard. Any smaller problems you might have, just think it could be worse, and if you've only got one problem, try not to focus on it too much. Take a deep breath. Just think about what you need to do, but remember that you can only do the best you can do, and then you need to take solace in that if you do your best, that's all you can do. I'll see how